Hi, I'm Dwayne Schrader, and I am so happy to share this month's edition of Reflections with you. Confirmation had always been an important day for all of us members here at St. John's. I would invite all of you to look over the 100 pictures of confirmation classes that are so beautifully displayed in our new church basement. It was enlightening to hear our members' response to the question, what do you remember about your confirmation day?
I would like to share with you today a memory of a very special day in my life when I was actually confirmed at St. John's. I had looked forward to this day for years. I had been studying under Pastor Gergel and under Pastor Malkow for several years. And this day was very important to me. We had family coming in and all kinds of celebrations to be happening. Well, the morning of the confirmation day, I woke up and I wasn't feeling quite right, and I thought maybe I was just nerves. And my mother looked at me in horror, actually, because my face was all broken out with these red pimples all over. As it turned out, she decided I wasn't running a fever, and she decided to let me go to church. I went to church, went through the confirmation process, came home, and was diagnosed with measles. So I apologize to all my confirmands from that day that I had exposed you to measles. I imagine if it would have happened today, I'd probably be put in jail for doing something like that.
My mother, I couldn't have sandals. I had to wear nurses' Oxfords. And Fernanda did too. We were bored to death over that. Had to have shoes. And of course we couldn't have a white dress because nobody had a white dress anymore. I had a blue dress and it had a score of music across here, and I thought that was just wonderful. But pretty precious at the time. But on our picture, those shoes really stood out.
We'd have, it was on the left-hand side of the stage is when we had our confirmation. I remember that, and then he'd ask us a lot of the questions, and I was always scared that maybe I couldn't answer.
It was quite different. You sat up in front, you know, up by the, not close to the altar, facing the congregation, and you better have the question answered correctly.
And you did not know what you were going to get. You were asked a question point blank and have an answer. And if it wasn't right, you got corrected.
Yeah, our confirmation day, like I said, I was in the 8th grade, and I just don't remember if I guess we must have stood up front and then they would ask the questions, but you were really nervous because I hope he asked me something that I know. And it didn't always work that way. But we got through it. We got confirmed anyway. And the hymn, and this went on for years. The confirmation hymn that the confirmation class sang was "My Maker Be Thou Nigh." And that went on for years.
Confirmation classes were different, you know. When we were confirmed, we always knew what passage, you know, what we'd have to say, where now they don't.
When we had confirmation up front, we each had a saying or one of the verses that we had to memorize, and we knew Reverend Gergel was going to call on us when it was our turn, and you had to stand up and repeat this, and to my memory serves me right when he called my name, everything was a complete blank. And he said, "Doug, it starts with whatever it was." And then I was okay.
No matter if your confirmation day was in the brick church or here in the Stone Church, or if you felt prepared or not, it was a day not many of us will ever forget. Making the important promise to be faithful to God's Word and His teachings has kept members grounded for generations. May the Lord continue blessing our congregation with the rite of confirmation. See you next month.
Oh.